So, after the Eric Garner killing, a guy that was wanted by the police made an announcement on Twitter that he's going to put wings on pigs. He showed the gun in a picture and said that, you know, they take one of ours, we're going to take two of theirs. And he went and executed two police officers in their car, which had nothing to do with the Eric Garner situation. I just want to point that out. And then ended up killing himself right afterwards.
So they say.
The mayor of New York City had made some comments about
what he had to tell his son, how to deal with the police.
Because he has a mixed race son.
Right.
AKA a black son, you know, in today's society.
And he had to tell his son the reality of how it could be on the street for someone that looks like you dealing with the police.
Right.
He made the mistake of saying that out loud in front of people.
Right.
But he did it because he was trying, I feel he had an honest concern for the black community in a way, because he has black children, he got a black wife, so that was him trying to identify and show empathy and sympathy for what's going on. But as soon as he said it, I know he realized what he said. That's why he said, "Who are here to protect you?" Talking about the police. He immediately said, "Who are there to protect him?" Yeah. He knew he fucked up right at that moment. But
you know, and when I spoke to you know, a lot of black women during that time, the one thing I kept hearing was a similar type of discussion of, I'm scared for my children. I'm scared for my black children in the society where they could be gunned down by the police and there's absolutely no repercussions for it. So this is, you know, I'm sure this is a discussion he had with his wife, which spilled into the media. Now, at the funeral of the first slain cop, the police turned their backs on him while he was speaking, because they felt that he is the reason why there is such anti-police sentiment in New York. The commissioner that was hired by the mayor, said publicly, "Do not, do not
turn your back at the next one."
And
what did they do?
They turned their back on the next one.
So let's talk about that.
Yeah,
right there. Let's frame that.
Correct.
Right there. What does that tell you? What psychological message does that tell you when you have your chief,
your boss,
your
boss's boss,
your boss's boss gave you a directive,
right,
of what to do, of what kind of conduct to have, and you took it upon yourself to not listen to this motherfucker and to do what you want to do in that situation.
Right.
So that tells me you've been doing that. You've been picking and choosing what you're going to listen to and what you're not going to listen to. To me, it says that you're making your own determination on justice, on what's right or wrong, and you're in the habit of doing this. You see, you didn't just one day decide to disobey an order. These motherfuckers have disobeyed orders before. They've had their own culture. Everybody knows about the blue wall and all this type of shit.
Blue wall of silence.
Right. And that's some real shit right there.
I personally felt that every police officer who turned their back should have been suspended.
Well, I think the second time, the ones after he gave that verbal warning, the ones who did it the second time, those are the ones that I feel should be suspended or whatever the case may be. And here's how we catch them. We go to the videotape,
right,
just like you would, and when niggas go looting and all this other shit, when those people threw the garbage can at the police and was pulling the police, you went and zoomed in and you found these motherfuckers from Who knows where you found these motherfuckers from? You got pictures of every one of these motherfuckers that's down with the police. You got their fingerprints, all of that. You know who every one of those motherfuckers who turn their back on, that's on camera. Yeah. Round these motherfuckers up the same way you would round up the people that disrespected authority and went against authority. Do the same shit. 100%. If not, you're a hypocritical piece of shit.
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, but the hypocrisy runs very deep in the same sense of...
In this system, this is why certain things need to be dismantled. You can't put lipstick on a pig and say that that's a beautiful girl.
Right.
Like, it's just not gonna happen no matter how much fucking Maybelline you put on that motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's the same way with the system that we have now. And it sounds crazy, and I'm not talking about any violent overthrow, but we need to talk about doing things differently, because this ain't working. Listen, well, see, first of all, let me just say, the police are not the architects of what's going on here. They're the pawns. They're just the enforcement arm of a motherfucker that you're never even really gonna see. You see what I'm saying? They're the enforcement arm of the corporation. So, just like when we talk about white rappers and the certain privilege, I don't believe any of these white rappers in their mind are saying, you know what, I have a conscious plan to try to subvert rap with my white privilege. And it's not them. Yeah. They're being used. You see, just like the police is being used. And so initially your anger is going to go towards the one that's right in your face, who it seems like is doing some shit to you, but you got these puppet masters behind the scenes, and these are the motherfuckers that we got to get at and really realize what the source of all of this is coming from. See, the police is only going to do what they're allowed to do. You know what I mean? And right now they're being told that they're allowed to kill young black men, and you're not going to get in trouble for it. You might have to leave the shit, but we're going to get you a little fund, and you know what I mean? You're going to get your mortgage paid off and all that. You'll be all right.